Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. It is Thursday, January 22nd, and this is the official Tyesse Report. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so everybody, do me a big favor. While we're all thinking about it, while we're all here on one accord, can you please hit the like button? Please hit the like button. Okay, now let me do this really quickly. I'm going to share this because YouTube is, I can see they on some jankiness. So I'm going to share this to about 25 people. Okay. Mm-hmm. People that I know probably did not get a notification. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to do 25 people. Okay. You know what, Thais? I'm in a good mood. Let's do 30. Okay. So now I need to go over here and copy the link and then share this to people personally. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I got, okay. So do Tim Bree. I got Samarta squared away. And then, Overseer Ware, get him. And then Stephanie. Then, yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Hey, 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 hey. Jared Gerard, been missing you, brother. Good to see you in the chat. Crystal Marshall, one of the original Crystals. Malika Hill, everybody. Somebody told me to check my email. Sometimes they be doing that, y'all, and then I go check my email and it be like, I love you. Child, let me see. Somebody said check my email. Let me see. Okay, let me just go to my email really quickly. Okay. That was from Kendall. Okay. Let's go back down. Scroll, 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 scroll. Okay. Okay, that was from Kendall. Let me see what she wants. Yeah, I forgot about Reese because Reese is in Germany. Thank you so much for that reminder. And he's in my list right here. Man, thank you for that because I know he in Germany. Don't tell me what time of day it is over there. Okay. Okay, go back to your email. Oh, it's right here on the top. Okay. I referred your marvelous community to a beautiful soul who has experienced church hurt. It provided support to individuals learning to live beyond addiction and mental illness. The heartfelt message you gave the other day in support of the LGBTQ community prompted me to share with them. They shared with me challenges experienced with a pastor who felt they needed to be delivered and is looking for a supportive community. They subscribe and plan to join. Great work you're doing. Love you, Kendall Pryor. Well, thank you, Kendall. That's what it's all about. Well, anyway, I have some more today. I'm gonna try to shoot for 4 o'clock. And we're gonna do a smaller version of Church World News tonight. I got a little more I want to do tonight around 4 o'clock. Archbishop used to go like this. Well, thank you so much. I have somebody else on my docket tonight. I won't tell you who. Just look for the thumbnail. You think that was something? Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, everybody! Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Linda McGuire, for $7.77, and thank you, Malika Hill, for $22.22. I appreciate it, honey. Right now, Mother is in the process of moving. Every dollar will be well spent. I promise you. All right. If you knows everything, yeah, it's about that time, y'all. The move-in date is the 28th. I gotta rock and roll. So when I get off here, I gotta do some packing, more packing. Organized. I'm lining everything down the hallway, so we just take it straight out the door, right? So yeah, every dime that you're sitting here this week will be well spent. I promise you. Okay. Um, why don't we get into it? We do have breaking news to get to out of Minneapolis, St. Paul. Some serious breaking news. Thank you for tuning in. We need to get to 200 likes, everybody. 200 viewers. We need to get to 100 likes. Can y'all let me know where we're at with the likes? We're at about 165. And I'm going to be honest, YouTube does, when it's anything that's antithetical to white supremacy, they figure out what you're talking about based on, a lot of things that you put in your thumbnail. They know what you're going to talk about. So they throttle you down. They do. It's already been proven. When they see you talking about something, when they get your algorithm and get your all that information down, they know what you're going to be talking about, and they purposely throttle you down on purpose. They know what this show is about. And so 88 likes, they purposely not send out information. Because they know I'm going to be, very, very Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass. So can we get the likes up, please, everybody? Thank y'all so much. And listen, it should not just be on me. It shouldn't just be on me. It is important that you also do your part. Share to your timelines, your social media, inbox your relatives, DM your relatives. I don't know if everybody knows how to share. I may have to do a tutorial on sharing one day. Some people are not tech savvy. Okay. Everybody not tech savvy. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm trying to get this right. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, right there next to the thumbs down. Right there next to the thumbs down. Do you see that arrow? You see that arrow? I be forgetting sometimes. Everybody not, you know what I'm saying? You see that arrow? Okay, hit that arrow. It's right next to the thumbs down, between save and thumbs down. Now hit that arrow. Okay, when you hit that arrow, it gives you all kinds of things to share to. Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, news feed. You can send direct messages on your phone. You got it? So basically, hit that arrow right there. You see that arrow? The arrow that's pointing towards save. Hit that arrow and go from there. Okay. All right. And then figure out where you want to share it to. You can share it to your news feed. You can share it all over America. All right. So if you can, one more time, hit the thumbs up button. We appreciate it. Let me get an update. I haven't been over there in a minute. Let me get one more update. We're going to get started here because we do have breaking news out of the Twin Cities that you must know. Okay, let me see what we got here. Oh wow. Okay, we are 67 subscribers away from 17,000. We are 67 subscribers away from 17,000 from our 1717 celebration. Okay, let's get that done by the end of the month. It really should be able to be done in one day, but y'all know how I go. All right. One more time. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Now let's get to this breaking news. Okay, and this is out of Minneapolis, St. Paul. We got some other stories out of Minneapolis, St. Paul. Okay. According to the Daily Mail, 2 women connected to an anti-ICE protest at a church in St. Paul, Minnesota, were taken into custody this week. They have been arrested. These are 2 Black women. This is the protest. This is the protest, you guys, that Don Lemon covered in the Twin Cities. And so these 2 Black women, Nikema Levy Armstrong and Chantel, Louisa Allen were among a group that demonstrated at City's Church earlier in the week. The protest centered around claims that a pastor at the church also worked with ICE, which organizers say raised concerns about immigration enforcement happening within the community. We have breaking news out of Minneapolis. Two Black women have been arrested. There are talks of charging Don Lemon, and they're saying things like he could be facing 40 years in prison. I think we should stop thinking this stuff is going to be like hyperbolic and exaggerations, y'all. It's not. These people are serious. Here, two women, whether however you feel about protesting in churches, two Black women are in jail, and they're going to trump up the charges, to the 10th degree based on the fact that these are anti-ICE protests, right? Okay, anti-ICE protests. All right. Hey, Reese. All right. Meanwhile, the other breaking news is Vice President Vance has made it to Minneapolis, St. Paul, where he is going to meet with, well, we don't know. It ain't going to be nobody pro anything. He will be meeting with community leaders and thanking ICE for their whatever they got going on. Okay, so he's going to be meeting with them, y'all. Mm-hmm. I was watching the mayor of St. Paul this morning on CNN, and she was talking about the impact that it is having on businesses. Businesses don't have any traffic. People are scared to come and go places. It is really having a really detrimental impact on St. Paul, Minneapolis, and St. Paul. Hold on. We got something coming in here. Hold on one second, Tyesse. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, thank y'all so much, Ty Squad. That was something for Church World News tonight. I was trying to verify it, and I got some verification on that from my sister who is in the city. Okay, I'm not going out to protest. I will donate to a bail fund, but refuse to go out there. Well, I'm here to let y'all know that right now Minnesota is sub temperatures, y'all. It's like sub-zero, sub-freezing. So anybody out there that's protesting right now, you really are, you really do believe in the cause, right? Like we really, 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 really Black folks, we don't really do cold. Like we do a lot of things, y'all, but hell, it's more Black people that love summer or hot weather, over cold. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, Vance is in Minneapolis, St. Paul, meeting with people, not to do anything positive, not to check on the family of the deceased, but just there to, stir chaos, reaffirm the Gestapo, reaffirm all of these neo-Nazis that have joined ICE. Basically, just, y'all know what they do. Hey, Sherman, good to see you in the chat, brother. Same old, nothing new here. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we got to get over here to this other situation. Hey, Samara, love you. Let me know when you want to go walk the unit. I'll be free after this live. Okay. Let's get to this international embarrassment. And when I say international, I mean international embarrassment. 47 is over in Switzerland for the World Economic Forum. All the tech giants, all the corporate leaders, they come and they, it's like a World Economic, symposium forum. You get to come and okay. Everybody gets to come and bluster and all that. Anyways, um, there is so much going on with this guy. The forum is like 3 days, right? But it has been one series of embarrassments after another. He is so embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Can we please get the likes up? Thank you so much. There's no reason for us not to have 100 likes. Can we get 22 of you all to please hit the like button so I don't have to stop the commentary? There's 229 people in the chat. Can we get you guys to please hit the like button? Thank you so much. You are appreciated. I thank you. I don't like stopping the commentary because it stops my flow. Okay. It's 125. Okay, somebody must be behind. Okay, thank you, Rochelle. All right, continue to hit the like button. Thank y'all so much. As you can see, the number goes up when you hit the like button. It's been one disaster. It's been one embarrassment after another over in Switzerland. But what really blew me away, not so much well, it's embarrassing that he keeps confusing Greenland with Iceland. And, now he's walking back the fact that you're not going to be taking Greenland with military, action. It's just like people are getting to see in real time that this man has some sort of dementia, early onset dementia, I don't know. He is definitely not well. I've watched this for the last 2 days in real time. One reporter asked him from Fox News, are we taking over? Are you doing, somebody else asked you, yes, just moments later. So yeah, he's not well. But this board of peace, the board of peace that he established, that he rolled out over in Switzerland, the board of peace, you literally had to hear it and see it to believe it. Let me pull this up for you guys really quickly. A man that is the most divisive political figure in world history has created a board of peace, you guys. Hold on one second. Okay. The Board of Peace is a new international body proposed and now launched by 47 with these stated purposes: promote stability, governance, and lasting peace, oversee reconstruction and transition, especially in Gaza, serve as a platform for international cooperation. Okay, how the membership works. The membership works by countries. You can have a permanent membership and this new board of peace. I guess this is different than NATO. Okay. And the reason why it's different from NATO, wait for it. Your permanent membership, countries can pay $1 billion to secure a permanent seat with his board of peace. Yeah, I'm just letting it sit in for y'all for a minute. You get to be a part of the membership. He doesn't know how to do anything without money attached to it. He doesn't even understand, global alliances. He don't get it. Permanent membership. Countries can pay $1 billion to secure a permanent seat. Standard membership. Nations can join for renewable 3-year terms without paying. 47 controls who is invited, who becomes a member, and under what terms. The board also has I need you to wait for it. The board also has an executive committee of key figures, including Marco Rubio, Jared Kushner, his son-in-law, and Tony Blair, Steve Witkoff, and AJ Banga. Now, if some of y'all remember, this was already rolled out before. But at first, they were saying It was supposed to be for Gaza and helping the people over there. There was a 20-point Gaza peace plan and all of that. And in this new thing, you don't hear nothing about the people of Gaza. You don't hear nothing. I guess they just left them on the side of the road. The people over there still being slaughtered. People still displaced. But when they rolled this out last year, they was talking about the Palestinian people in Gaza, and now they talking about we need $1 billion a pop if you want to join us. I think a lot of the NATO leaders, I saw French President Macron, I saw the Prime Minister of Canada, I saw so many people speaking out and saying what a joke this man is. Like, it is so dangerous. It is dangerous because you are isolating our NATO allies. And while you're doing that, China and Russia, President Xi and Putin are over there going like this. You're destroying alliances that took hundreds of years to ferment, and now you're sitting your ass up over here talking about a damn border peace that nobody in their right mind gonna join. Nobody thinks of peace when they think of you. While you're over there lying, talking about how many wars you've ended. That right there should get him removed from the presidency. Because evidently he has some sort of something going on in his head. He's ended 8 wars. Sir, you don't even know the difference between Greenland and Iceland. And then your press secretary comes out because it's so galling that somebody would just confuse countries and you're president, right? It would be like me, Tyesse, confusing South Dakota with South Carolina right now. It would just be like, people would be like, what the hell? He's been living in America for 49 years and he don't know the difference between South Dakota and South Carolina? Your press secretary comes out and basically bullshits and say, oh, he had said something about a piece of ice and then he just got, he got it mixed up. Yeah, I'm not even, I give up. I'm not. I've already told y'all what y'all need to know. It's just, this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. China, they're loving this. He's supposed to be talking with the little man. What's that little man? I always call him the little man. The president of Ukraine, trying to help him out. They don't never do shit for that man. They give him just enough bombs to stay alive. Just enough. If he need 89 bombs, they give him like 88 and tell him to figure it out. They give him just enough to stay, in the game. And they're running around bees, and they're running around talking about, he's running around talking about, yes, we have worked out a deal. And everybody's like, what deal is he talking about? Is there something that nobody knows about? Yes, we worked out a deal with Greenland. Let me see if I can just break this down for you guys really quickly, because I know some of this geopolitical stuff really gets a little, okay. So Greenland, there are a lot of military bases on Greenland, like in the early 50s. There were a lot of military bases. Now I think there's only one, and the reason why Greenland is so important from a military strategic standpoint is because if Russia or China sent a ICB, it would fly over Greenland, right? And so having assets, military assets in Greenland would help us out a great deal. If something coming over, you need something right there in the middle to stop it, right? Okay. And there are already assets there. Russia and China already have things in place over there for themselves. So I think America just wants to dominate everything. And, when you're running around as the bully of America, you do get a little nervous and you do want to make sure, you do want to make sure you got everything together. Okay. Okay, let me get this in, y'all. This is breaking news. Let me get this in. CNN is reporting this. Okay. All right, we have breaking news from CNN. A judge has rejected the Justice Department's initial attempt to bring charges against Don Lemon. A federal magistrate judge rejected the Justice Department's initial attempt to bring charges against journalist Don Lemon for appearing alongside protesters who breached a Minnesota church over the weekend, a source told CNN. The attorney general is enraged at the magistrate judge. They want Don Lemon. They want to string him up. They want Don Lemon. They do. I just gave you the breaking news. The two women have already been arrested, the two leaders of the protests. So they want Don Lemon. And so the attorney general, Pam Bondi, who should be in handcuffs herself for multiple reasons, who should be down at the tank herself, is enraged at the magistrate judge's decision. A person familiar with the matter said Attorney General Pam Bondi has been on the ground in Minnesota for 2 days meeting with federal prosecutors from the state. And I'm sure she thought that she was going to get an arrest warrant for Don Lemon. I'm positive she thought that. Ma'am, first of all, Don Lemon has the money and the resources to get the best representation money can buy. But not only that, just me, and I'm not even a lawyer, just me as a layperson, a journalist covering a protest in a church. Like, are y'all serious? You want him to be the genesis or the reason why the protest happened. That can easily be squared away by talking to the people that did the protest. You want him, he the one that started it. He took the people over there. He's protected under the First Amendment. He has the right. Do you even know about the freedom of press, the freedom of speech, the freedom? Oh my God, y'all, these people, you would think they would be constitutionalists, the way they like arresting people. But y'all, yes, NATO, people are speaking out. They're speaking out. There was talks about Greenland and, the mineral rights and, y'all know wherever there's anything of value, whenever there's anything of value, you can count on that demon to be somewhere trying to figure out how he can get his fingers on it. All right. I don't want to bore y'all with the Greenland versus, it's a lot. Jack Smith, who said had 47 not been reelected, he would have been able to get a conviction on the January 6th insurrection, inciting all of that. He is speaking live right now in front of Congress, in front of these committees, concerning quite a few things. They always want to bring people in, but they never bring the right people in to grill, So yeah, that is going on right now as well, Ty Squad. But we also, since we're speaking about Congress, we're also hearing that several Democrats sided with Republicans to bring contempt charges against Bill and Hillary. You heard me correctly. Several Democrats sided with Republicans on the Judiciary, whatever committee, to bring charges against Bill and Hillary. I do have their pictures here. I have their pictures. Okay. And I have all 9 of your pictures. Representative Maxwell Frost, a young man who's relatively new. Representative Raja, I can't even pronounce your last name. Representative Summer Lee, Stephen Lynch, Ayanna Presley, Rashida Tlaib, Melanie Stansberry, Representative Latifah Simone, and Representative Emily Randall. They voted with Republicans. I don't know what they think they're going to, I don't know what they think they get by trying to look like, Democrats, they just really irked me. Also, you guys, we have, let me get this right quick. I have the notes on this. We have 3. Okay, so these are the 9 that voted to bring charges against Bill Clinton. And so we also have 3 that voted to bring charges against Hillary Clinton. Summerlee, as you see there, Melanie Stansberry, as you see there, she did, and Rashida Tlaib. Yeah. So 3 voted to bring charges against Hillary, 9 against Bill Clinton. For now, they haven't. Nobody has brought no subpoenas. Nobody asked anything for Pam Bondi. Any of the people that are failing to release these documents, not meeting deadlines. We haven't seen a subpoena. We ain't seen a set of handcuffs or nothing. Yeah. What about that? What about that? She got a subpoena too. She got a federal subpoena. They all got subpoenas, Angie. And they just said that they felt it was unfair. They felt, the Justice Department was being very one-sided. They were being very, very, also very, very, janky with the way they were presenting things. And so they said they're not going to participate. They gave affidavits. They gave statements. And that's what they said. That's all they were going to do. Hell, y'all haven't even released all the files. And you want somebody to come and testify, that's one thing I can say. But these Democrats, they always want to act like, we have to show that we are on the side of right. Republicans don't give a damn about on the side of nothing but Republicans and white supremacy. What are the charges? Where are the charges for 47? That's what we're all trying to figure out. Anyways, y'all. Oh my God. Yeah, this stuff it can be draining. One of my slides didn't upload. It wouldn't be a casual Thursday if I didn't have a slide that didn't upload. Okay. I could talk about something else while I get that slide up. Okay, yeah. Oh, I can talk about, while I get that slide uploaded, I can talk about our schedule. Bring that down. I can get that slide uploaded while I talk about our schedule. Okay, so tonight is Church World News. Please note that it will not be the Wednesday night version. It will be a smaller. It's called Church World News Tonight, and so it's very streamlined. Okay, our regular version will return next week. Yeah, and then tomorrow we have Friday Night Live. Okay, and then Saturday we have our Patreon exclusive. And I wanted to say this. I thank you guys for understanding. There's been so much going on lately, and our schedule has been affected, a little bit. I was ill. I was dealing with the flu bug, and then, we had so many breaking news stories, and then we had, the typical YouTube drama that broke loose. So our schedule has been, a little all over the place. But I want to say to you guys, you are the best people. I can ask for more. So thank y'all for understanding when it comes to YouTubing and the things that come along with YouTubing. Okay. But I can assure you next week we will be on our regular schedule. There will be no interruptions. I won't be ill. So we'll be good to go. Now next week I'll be moving. So maybe a show or two won't be as long, right? So, but other than that, we'll be on a regular schedule next week. Okay. Okay. All right. Hey, Antonio. If I was Bill, I would act like I don't know what's going on. I would fake amnesia. That's the same thing that other man do. Same thing he do. Okay, let me get my notes together for my next story, y'all. Everybody was taken a little back, Give me 1 second. One moment. Okay. So it's kind of coming, it ain't kind of coming out. Several investigations and several independent inquiries have come to the conclusion that Somali Americans or Somali, whatever you want to call them, were painted as the face of this fraud over in Minnesota. And this is not getting a lot of coverage. But one of the key crooks in all of this is not Somali. No, they're not. I'm trying not to get triggered. I read about this in the Independent. Amy Brock, a 45-year-old white woman, was identified by federal prosecutors as the mastermind behind a $250 million COVID-era fraud scheme in Minnesota, as the founder and executive director of the nonprofit Feeding Our Future. Bach was accused of orchestrating a plot to misappropriate federal funds meant to feed underprivileged children. So while they are flooding Minneapolis, St. Paul with federal agents and ICE and all of that, they have failed to inform the American people that a white woman was the mastermind behind a big part of all of this fraud. And they will never say it. You'll never hear why he's over there in Minneapolis, St. Paul today. They talk about her. Talk about Amy. Talk about Amy. We want to hear about Amy. She don't look Somali to me. Just like Wall Street, just like all of the oil, all of that, them crooks and cronies, the oil companies, just like a lot of the tech crooks, they never get their 15 minutes of fame. They never do. Just like all of these crooks in America, white collar, you never see them being the face of anything. We want to talk about Amy. Miss Amy, she looks like a colonizer. I see the plantation in her eyes. Yeah, I do. Ooh, Jesus, this is a lot of work, y'all, for me to be doing this. This is a lot of work. It pulls on me. It pulls on me. All right. Let me get to something lighter and something a little more, We're going to do the Oscar nominations. I'm so elated about what's going on with the Oscars this year. Can everybody put the number 16 in the chat? For the first time, I was able to wake up for the Oscar nominations. In LA, you have to wake up at 5:30. Here, I was already up. It was 8:30. So I enjoy being on the East Coast watching the Oscar nomination. Can you put the number 16 in the chat? The number 16 in the chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. All right. Sinners has received 16 Academy Award nominations. Did you guys see Sinners? Did anybody see Sinners other than me? Did you see Sinners? I am super excited. 16, including Best Director and Best Picture. Ryan Coogler, we already said, protect him at all costs. After Sinners, we said even more, protect him at all costs. We need to keep an eye on him. We may need to put somebody in front of his house. So Sinners was a cinematic feast of epic proportions, you guys. And the reason why so many of us are so excited about this year's Academy Awards is because there's a great chance that Sinners is going to take home a few Oscars. There's a great chance. We've had so many boycotts and so many issues over the years. Oscars so white. And there's still some disappointment. I'll talk about that in a minute. But there's still some issues that I'm having a problem with. But, I'm not going to leave here without doing some reading, of course. Tanisha said she saw it twice. Yeah, I did, and I loved it. Congratulations. Yeah, and it came back to theaters as well, you guys. It came back to theaters. Okay. So let's go through the nominations. Let's go through. Well, we only care about black people. Issa Rae said, "I'm rooting for everybody black." All right. So we don't care about nobody else. All right. Okay. Let's get started here. This was a shock to everybody. This was a shock to everybody. I sit up in the bed this morning. I'm like, what? Delroy Lindo, a veteran actor, was nominated for Sinners for Best Supporting Actor, everybody. I didn't see this coming. Nobody saw this coming. I'm sorry. I didn't see it coming. Delroy Lindo, who's been around, done a lot of work with Spike Lee, one of the best actors in business. He kind of like, slides up under the radar as far as acclaim. Like some of these other actors get acclaim, I don't think they deserve it. But Delroy Lindo has got, I believe this may be his first nomination for his role in Sinners. So this, even if he don't win, the nomination, y'all, is just, it's well overdue because he's done some great work. He's done some great work over the years. So congratulations, Delroy. He's really, really great actor. And he's been in the game a long time. That's what everybody says. It's about damn time. Like, damn. Okay. And that is Best Supporting Actor. Let's just do Best Actor. We got Michael B. Jordan for a role that he played two characters in Sinners. Best Actor, Michael B. Jordan. Oh my God, this is huge. Listen, they should just give it to him, because of his neck. That neck is something else, I tell you. Okay, they should give it to him just for the fact that he played two parts and played them exceptionally well. Can we shout out Michael B. Jordan for his Best Actor nod? Yes, Crooklyn was really good with Alfred Woodard. So shout out to Michael P. Jordan for his, I believe this may be his first Oscar nomination as well. Yes. Yes, go Michael. Now here is where it gets good, y'all. This is where it gets good. And we want to shout out Ryan Coogler for best original screenplay, best director, best picture, just best everything, guys. The number just kept going on and on. It's too many to list. So Ryan Coogler, straight out of Oakland, and he's not like one of these, these formerly trained and he'd been to all these film, he's not one of those dudes. He is truly I would say a gifted genius in this, and he's black, right? All right. But here is where it gets good. You hit that by mistake, Terrence. Okay. Here's where it gets good. Let's get to Best Supporting Actress. Best Supporting Actress. Okay. Okay. Tiana Taylor won. What is it? One day after that? You cannot be given the Oscar nominations and you ain't got the movie. Oh, wait a minute. I always get confused. One thing after another, is it one day after another? The day after tomorrow? Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Wait, it's one day after another. Ain't that what it's called? It's called One Day After Another. One battle. I haven't seen it, y'all. One battle after another. Okay, thank y'all so much. I knew it was like Search for Tomorrow, All My Children, one of them. Okay. One battle after another. I love me some Tiana Taylor. She won the Golden Globe this month, and there's a great chance she's going to win the Oscar for her role in One Battle After Another. Okay? One battle after another. One day at a time. Yeah, it's that title that throws you off. That was yeah. So we're so happy. But this next one is man. Okay, hold on. Let me pull her name one more time because I need to see it. Okay, hold on. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let me get my next actress name. Let me see it so I can get it right. Got it. Okay. This made my day, y'all. This made my day. Okay. Her name is Wunmi Musaku. Wunmi Mosaku. Yes. And she, yeah. Wunmi Mosaku. Yeah. And she got the nomination. They didn't give her a Golden Globe nomination, but she got a nomination for Annie. She was the root worker in Sinners. She was the root worker. Remember, she drove all the Christian folks crazy, y'all. Thank you, Crystal. Drove all of the Christian bloggers crazy. Remember? Okay. This is big. First of all, I love her. I don't know. I love women with a certain hue. Like I love chocolate women. I think that's why I like Issa Rae so much. I love women that are just dipped in melanin. Okay. And I'm excited about this nomination because she was so deserving of it. She brought so much depth and so many layers to that character in Sinners. I'm just elated for her. She's she is a Nigerian-born actress, but she basically is over in Brit. She comes out of Britain, but she's a Nigerian-born British actress. I'll say it like that. And she's just amazing, amazing. And I've been following her, and I'm going to be watching a lot of her work and all of the great things that are going to come because of this nomination. But I want to celebrate Tiana and Wunmi, but for several years in a row, there has not been a black woman, and these are best supporting actress, but there are no black women in the best actress category this year. It just, I don't know. It just keeps happening over and over again. And Halle Berry said it. She said she thought that her win was going to open up doors. It did absolutely. She said it did absolutely nothing. And but I also have to say something that I heard Viola Davis say. You know, there has to be the opportunity has to be there for people to work, to do the work to get nominated. You know, I've been meaning to go back and catch up with that. I think I might do it today, Crystal Marshall. I might do it today. Yeah, you gotta have the actresses have to be acting to get nominated. So there's so many layers to this, y'all, but there are no black women in the best actress category. Best actor, best supporting actor, best supporting actress, yes, but best actress, there's no way you can tell me that there was not one black woman that came through Hollywood in a movie this year that wasn't worthy of an Oscar nomination. Like I just don't believe that. I don't believe it. You know. Hey y'all, how long have you been? I've been here 52 minutes. It's an hour show on Lamar. It's an hour show. Sorry, bro. Love you. Just red ball it back. But I have something I think you're really gonna like, Lamar, at 3:30. Maybe no, it's gonna be 4 o'clock now. I got something I think you're really gonna like at 4 p.m. Eastern. Come back by here. 4:30, Lamar. Well, 4 o'clock. Let's say 4 o'clock even. I think you're gonna like it. And I'm not gonna be long with it. All right. Let's get to our what is it called? Word of the day. Let's get to there, and we're gonna be out of here, y'all. How many of you guys plan on returning at 4 p.m. Eastern? How many people are anticipating and coming back at 4 p.m. Eastern? I never thought it was not on my. This was not on my bingo card. You know, I never thought I would be, talking about white women. You know, this is not my wheelhouse. But this story is one of the biggest stories in pop culture right now. Blake Lively and Taylor Swift. I mean, this story has captivated America. I don't give a damn about Blake Lively or Taylor Swift, but I did see something where I said I can incorporate this into a word of the day. Blake and Taylor are going through something where their text messages, these are friends, and their text messages have been released due to a legal issue that Blake has with somebody that she worked with, I believe a director, and she claimed there was harassment in a hostile work environment. Who gives a damn? Okay, so those text messages have been released, and it would be like you and one of your friends, and y'all text messages released, and the world gets to see, what happened. Mhm. To be clear, Tyrone, Tyesse don't give a damn about neither one of these ladies or what they're going through. Okay, this is about a word of the damn day. All right. Yeah. Blake Lively was going through a lot. She was going through a lot, and maybe she couldn't show up the way she usually showed up in the friendship with Taylor. And Taylor said, like, a lot of their communication came across as corporate text messages. And Blake was like, well, I was stressed out. I was going through a lot. I couldn't show up. Like it was a lot going on. I had a lot going on in my life right then, and there's a lot going on. I'm going through litigation and legal issues with this man. And then Taylor said some things about, how, people expect to see a friendship and how you should, you don't have any notes, y'all. I cannot. Let me see if I can get a quote let me get a quote. Because I don't want to add nothing to, because everybody know I don't like Taylor Swift. The strain kicked in amid Blake's legal battle with It Ends With Us director Justin Baldoni. Okay. She accused him of harassment. Wonderful. Newly unsealed texts show the real conflict. Okay. Over communication and emotional distance. Okay. Blake reached out expressing guilt and saying she felt like a bad friend due to, hold on. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Stay up. I'm going to preach this thing in just a minute. Blake reached out expressing guilt, saying she felt like a bad friend due to how tense she'd been and how much personal drama she was going through. Taylor responded and saying she felt a shift in the tone of Blake's messages, likening some of them to a mass corporate email, and that she missed the authentic, funny friend she knew. Both acknowledged external pressures. Blake's legal battle, Taylor's exhaustion, and a huge tour schedule were affecting their communication. Taylor asked for the friendship to come back, not end. Okay. Taylor felt some distance and didn't love the tone she was getting from the messages. Blake acknowledged feeling distant and being wrapped up in her own legal and emotional world. All right. And for the record, there is no clear evidence Taylor said you're a bad friend with malice. It's more like honest feedback. Okay. That's all we need. We got, that's all the task squad need. That's all we need. That's all we need. Task squad. Whatever you have going on in your life, whether it's a family member or whether it's a friend, okay? Whether it's family member or a friend. If somebody is really your friend, if you're really my friend, if you're my sister, if you're my brother, if you're my family member, and I'm going through something, I'm going through an issue, I'm going through some problems, there's some things going on with work, there's some things going on at church, my marriage, with my kids, whatever, there's something going on. A friend is supposed to know you to a point where they can pick up on if you need space, and they're not going to weaponize how they communicated with you while you were going through something traumatic. A real friend will be like, girl, I knew you was going through something. I'm not tripping. I was waiting for all of it to you get yourself together, and your sister's here for you. Your brother's here for you. Like, I mean, who does that? Like, I mean, people are so damn fragile now. I mean, it's like, Taylor, girl, girl, you be running off with this damn football player all the time. People have lives. People have shit they're going through. And if somebody sent you an email or a text message and you didn't like the tone of it, there's a lot of times somebody would email me or send me something I didn't like I'm like, well, that was kind of short. That was abrupt. You know, that was very corporate. But you're like, my world ain't gonna change about it. There's something about white women, I'm telling y'all, like they have this privilege. It spills over into their everyday lives too. Sometimes, Crystal, you just have to give people space. Girl, I check on them, send them a text message to let them know that you're still present. But you know, every now and then you can send them a little meme or something, thinking of you, love you. A Bible scripture, a Maya Angelou quote, maybe a Nikki Giovanni quote, just to know you're still present. Brandy, I already know you know about this. Like, I am at a point at 49 years old, Brandy, I'm not trying to read your damn mind and what the hell you got going on. You feel some type of way, girl? I'm sorry. You know, I'm sorry you feel that way. What would you like from me? I don't like walk on damn tightrope friendships. I can't work like that. I don't like friendships where it's like, girl, it seems like this is the military or something. I'm good. No, girl, I'm sorry. I don't like when people put pressure on you. There's an expectancy for you to damn near be Jesus in their lives. And if there's any small hiccup, any small test, then they damn fall a damn apart. I don't know if y'all remember this. How many of y'all remember Greenleaf? Maybe season 4. The family was in complete breakdown. Hell, the police was closing in. Molestation allegations was coming to surface. The whole family was in complete breakdown. And Charity had her Butch Bunny DL men loving ass sitting there talking about what she was going through. Charity Greenleaf. She's like, oh my God, Mom, I'm going through so much. My marriage is in shambles. Lynn Whitfield looked her dead in her face and said, girl, we have a lot going on right now. I don't have time for you today, and walked away. Sometimes, listen, sometimes you have to tell people, listen, girl, it's okay. I'm gonna let you have anybody ever been there once and say, like, girl, I'm just gonna let you just do what you need to do. Do whatever you got going on, girl. I'm gonna tip away and okay. Because some people just have a lot going on. They just have a lot going on. It's okay, girl. I'm gonna just take a moment and just walk away and give you space and let you do what you need to do. Because no matter how I show up, it's gonna be a problem. If I stop what I'm doing right now and help you, it's gonna be a problem. If I walk away like I'm gonna do and go, it's gonna be a problem. So it's like, girl, you can't win with these people. Emotionally exploited people are going to show up with something. If I stop what I'm doing right now and address you two, why are you all about business? Just give me space. Okay. Girl, you just told me. I was just responding to you. If I walk away, it's a problem. You're not a good friend. You're a bad friend. So why don't I just cut out all of it? Just say, you know what, girl, bye. I gotta go. My Uber outside. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that emotionally exploitive. There's a blogger. I ain't calling no names, and I hope nobody figures it out. I saw something concerning a friend that's a blogger. There's a friend of mine that's a blogger. I won't say their gender, but a blogger. and a person that's also a blogger in his life, in their lives. And I saw them writing these posts on their community wall. Writing these posts on the community wall. And the posts were violent, in my opinion. They were pointed and they were violent and they were being exploitive. And they were talking about him. They were, or that person. And I said to myself, who really does this to somebody on a community wall? You're really talking to that blogger. You are. You're talking to him. I'm sorry, y'all. I just have to tell the truth. But they did that for months. Months and months and months and months. They did. It was all violent. It was all, and when I say violent, it does not mean physical violence. It was just very, very violent and angry. I knew then that the person was unhinged and not well. Okay. But I'm going to digress. I'm going to move on. I hope you enjoyed our word for the day today concerning Blake Lively and Taylor Swift. Don't let nobody guilt trip you into how you show up when you do the best you can as a friend or a family member. Don't let anybody make you feel like, oh my God, did I show up as the best representation of myself? Don't let nobody do that to you. Violent speech can hurt more than a punch. Thank you, Crystal. Whew, okay, I got an hour to do some more packing and organizing, and then we'll be back at 4 p.m. on the dot. This show is going to be about 30 minutes. And then we'll be back at 9:30 tonight with Church World News Tonight, a shorter version of our big show. Okay? So we have nearly 300 people here, so we anticipate having at least 300 people at 4 p.m., okay? All right. Thank you, Antonio. Now see, that right there makes my day. A friend of Naida's is a friend of mine, I promise you. Any friend of Naida's is a friend of mine. All right, everybody. I hope all hearts and minds are clear. Gave you some news you can use. Joanne Beatty Matthews. She said, Ty, I don't watch the news. I watch you. I can't take that stuff. So I hope all of my Ty Squad members, the LRLers that don't watch the news, can get your fix here without being filled with anxiety by the time it's over, right? All right. Have a great day. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to all the Oscar nominees. March 15th in Los Angeles, we will have all of those envelopes open. March 15th, everybody. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you at 4 o'clock on the dot. Let me get back to some packing. Get some Shaka Khan, some Stephanie Mills going in here, and we can get some serious packing going. All right. I love you, and I'll see you at 4 p.m. on the dot. I did not. It slipped my mind. Please support the platform financially, everybody. I got a lot on my mind right now, y'all, so I forgot. Please support the platform financially. Thank you.